last week, and I learned a whole lot. And I need to marry this to businesses, Nigerian businesses, especially those who made business goals in January and they want to do better, or they've not been able to achieve anything. I want to make them understand that it's really not the end. You can always redream, you can always relive your business goals again. But it all starts from one firm, responsible decision to do that. Well, that's true. It is your business decision to achieve your goals. What's the mindset you have for your business? Is it a business that you're expecting to have succession plans for? What I mean by succession plan is, are you expecting that your children will take over your business, or are you just in that business for you to meet your immediate needs? You see, these two mindsets are different. If you're in business to meet your immediate needs, then you really don't need to listen to this. You really don't need to be in my audience, because you won't get much. Because whatever I say really won't mean much to you. But if you're in business because you have succession plans and you want your business to outlive you, then you need to listen to me. Yeah. Now the issue is this: if you do not have succession plans for your business, then there's something going on wrong. And that's the truth. You need succession plans for your business. When it comes to profit making in business, it can't be immediate. I mean, except if it's yahoo you are doing. Your profit making in business cannot be immediate, because your business will have its own process before it gets to its success. So there are some things along the line that you've got to do. Your profit making might be a 2, 3, 4 year journey. You never can tell. It all depends on your industry. It depends on your mindset. It depends on your skill, and it depends on your strategy. It depends on all those things you want to cook up into your business. Now, if you're in business, if you want to grow that kind of business that is like the Dangotes, if you want to have a business that will outlive you, if you want to have that lasting legacy in business, there are some things that you've got to do. And above all, you've got to have a duplicating system. The advantage of a duplicating system is that you do not have to be there to run that business anymore, because you already have a system in place that can do everything you're doing. Now, how do you have that system in place? You need to groom a team of people whom you would infuse knowledge into. For any business to thrive to the end of time, that business will only thrive when there are a group of leaders in place. Now, as the business owner, it is your duty to ensure that you are infusing knowledge into these leaders. Absolutely. Because if you're not infusing everything you know about your business into your leaders, then you can never have a duplicating system. And if you do not have a duplicating system, then you will have to run your business all the time. It means that if you're not there, your business will not thrive. And if your business will not thrive, then you're not making money. There's no sane businessman who establishes a business and doesn't want to make profits. So what are you doing to ensure that you have a duplicating system in your business? If you have a duplicating system in your business, then the assurance of succession is 100%. No duplicating system, no succession. No succession, no lasting legacy. No lasting legacy, your business dies early. So how do we ensure that we have a duplicating system in our business? Number one, you need to have the right mindset. Some people get tired of working for other people, and because they are tired, they want to found their own business, and so they become sole proprietors. They start from sole proprietorship. Now, when they become sole proprietors, the issue is that they still have that employee mentality. So you wake up at you get to work at 9 o'clock or at 8 o'clock, and when it's 5 o'clock, you want to leave. Like, oh, I really want to leave. No, entrepreneurs don't think that way. You will live and die for that business. You will be obsessed about that business. You will think and drink for that business, because you know that if your business doesn't make money, you won't make money. But an employee doesn't think that way. An employee knows that whether, when I come to work from Monday to Friday, on the last day of the month, I will get paid. So I want to leave at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock because I can't kill myself. I have my children, I have my grandmother, I have my this, I have my that. So it happens that way. That's the employee mindset. They feel like as if, oh well, I'm doing my boss a favor, so I can't kill myself. But as an entrepreneur, let me tell you something, you will kill yourself because you have time against you. You do not have all the efforts. Like, I said something last week. I said if all you have is 24 hours and you are not leveraging on other people's time and effort, then you cannot make as much as somebody who has more than 24 hours in a day because he's leveraging on other people's time and effort. So the mindset is very key. Do you have your business? Some people have superstores and then they have people who work for them in those superstores, and they just sit down at the Oga's office and you see them, they will be lounging. Are you still there thinking like an employee in your own business? You're not willing to give your business the best. Are you willing to sacrifice a lot? Entrepreneurs they need ideas. They need to be in an environment where they can think creatively. They've got to be innovative, because it is their business, it is their baby, and their baby must grow. So that mindset is very key. If you're going to have a duplicating system in your business, your own mindset must change, because you cannot give what you don't have. If you want to build leaders, you yourself must be a leader. You must go through the process of leadership. You must go through the navigation in leadership. If you do not have all these things, then you have nothing to give. So the mindset is key. So I enjoin you, if you're a business owner and you're in my audience, and you can see that there's something going wrong in your business, it usually starts from the mind, because what you think is what you attract. So try to read books about leadership. Try to read books about business administration. And when you read these books, apply those books into your business. And the kind of books you are reading, please, let them be the kind of books that are peculiar to the Nigerian situation. Don't go and be bringing foreign things that don't work in this country. It won't work. You can tell from the government. It won't work. Do the ones that, you can fix in and make fluid with your business to make it work. So you've got to engage in capacity building. You've got to read books. You've got to meet mentors who have results. Don't go for mentors that don't have results. You've got to talk with people. Don't forget that you are the average of the people that you are rolling with. If you're rolling with foolish people, you are the sixth foolish person. If you're rolling with entrepreneurs, you are the sixth entrepreneur. If you're rolling with excellent minded people, you're the sixth excellent minded person. So you are the average of those you're rolling with here. Then you've got to investigate about your industry. What's your industry like? Look for the top boys in your industry, the top boys and the top girls, and look at what they are doing and copy what they are doing. Something is making them successful, although it's a process, but you can look at it. How can you infuse that into your own system? Almost everybody copied the letterings of Apple. Almost everybody did. That's the truth. So what exactly, what can you imbibe into your own business? What culture can you bring into your own business? It all starts from the mindset. If you're not open-minded, your business might not go that far. So this is something everybody needs to know. Your teammates, your leaders in your business, because look, it is a duplicating system because you cannot be everywhere at the same time. So you are probably at the head office, and then you have your successful leaders, who are regional managers in maybe southwest, southeast, north central, northeast. Do you understand? That is what a duplicating system does. Take for example Zenith Bank. So the chairman is somewhere, but he's got leaders in those branches, in those regional branches. He's been able to create a duplicating system that can survive without him. That is the essence of a duplicating system. So your teammates need to know all these things, because the essence of knowledge infusion is for your teammates to know these things and practice those things when you are not there. Your business should not be hampered because you're not around. That might happen, when you're starting in the beginning, but as you rise, you've got to rise with speed, because success loves speed. Now, the thing is that you need this mind shift as a business owner. If you were thinking as an employee, even as a business owner, you think you need this mind shift to think as an entrepreneur so that you can apply this into your business. Now, we have 3 success ingredients for this. We have the mindset, we have the skills, and we have the strategies. Now we are done with the mindset. Let's jump to the skills. Every business has its own modalities. Every business has its own peculiar skills that would help that business thrive. However, we have general skills that every business must use to thrive. For instance, as a business owner, you must understand the advantages and the benefits of prospecting. You must know how to prospect. Prospecting is getting clients to come into your business. Prospecting is getting leads to come into your business. You must know how to do those things. If you don't know how to prospect, the world has changed. It is we are no longer in that era where you just sit down and then you fold your hands and then people walk across your shop and you expect them to come into your shop to buy something. And when I say people walk across your shop, this also applies in real time, because we are almost always online every time. So I'm online and I'm seeing so many businesses. Some people always have to do promotions and ads. That is how you bring people in. So if you don't know how to prospect and you're just lazing around and sitting in for your business, I'm sorry, it might not work that way. It really might not work that way. So we have general skills that every industry uses. You have to know how to prospect. You have to know how to sell. Everybody is a salesman. Everybody. Whether you like it or not, you are selling an idea, you're selling a service, or you're selling a product. And you don't have to sell the product to somebody you don't know. That's the thing. You're selling an opinion or an idea every day to your family members, to your co-workers, to your acquaintances, to your friends. You're selling every day. You are either buying or selling from someone in every conversation you're having. So everybody must know how to sell. If you want to run your business properly, you have to know how to sell. You have to know which techniques will work for your kind of business. Not all techniques work for every kind of business. So these are little things that you've got to know. And when you know these things, you've got to infuse them into your leaders. Look, there is no business that can ever thrive as a one-man business. It's not possible. You must groom leaders. You must groom teammates. Groom your teammates who will go out there and replicate what you've taught them based on the knowledge you have infused while you trained them. The reason why you see successful businesses everywhere is because they've been able to have a duplicating system. So you must start yours now. Now is the time. Duplicating systems also distribute a sense of ownership in these leaders. So it helps them to work better. There's a difference here. There's a major difference where you're just working for someone and you just feel like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, let me just come to work and leave work. Someone with that kind of mentality here will not try his or her best for your business. But there's a feeling, there's a different kind of sense of ownership that your team leads or your teammates will work with. I mean, you can feel the flesh and blood that they bring into the business. Even if your business is not making money at that point, because they can see your vision as the leader. Because they can see your vision, they can see how enthusiastic you are about your business. They can see the energy you bring into your business. Those kind of people, they would do everything to ensure your business grows. That is what business is about. Please. If you don't invest in your team leads, in your leaders, you will never get the best from your business. So, all of us who have had January goals and we've not been able to accomplish those goals, I want you to go back and check out the milestones. Check out what happened in week 4, week 6, week 8. Check out what happened in week 16. Check out why you had a goal in January and by March you have not even gone beyond 20% of implementation. Check it out. What happened? Who did you not fix in to do something? What was the process like? Why didn't you follow this to do the blueprint? Did you have the right action plan to do this? Don't forget, you cannot do everything. So you've got to delegate. Who did you delegate to do what? Did the person have the capacity to do that? This is what business is all about. So for those of you joining me, my name is Amina Adams and this is Business Talk with Amina Adams. Today, we're talking about revisiting our January goals. What have you been doing? Have you been able to do it right? Now, you see those business skills I spoke about here. There's a level at which you must attain to experience the best from your business. You might not be able to attain 100 over 100. Well, but trust me, you can. You can be an expert in those skills. But at least as a business owner, you should have at least 70% of those skills. Because don't forget, you're teaching others. So what are you teaching those people? What are you teaching those people? You need content. Because let me tell you, the truth is when skills are mastered, when skills are mastered, confidence is increased. And when confidence is increased, prayer point is reduced. That's the truth. So many people, Nigerian situation is always, God, please help me, God, please help me, God, please help me. But they are not putting in the right effort and skills into that business. And you want God to help you. Yes, God does miracles. But what's your part that you're rolling on? What's your part that you're doing? Okay, so that's enough about skills. Let's move on to strategies. If you want to be a regular business person, earning the regular money, because right now, if we are probably earning, let's say, 500K to 1 million in your business, and you have an online business, you tried. Do you understand what I'm saying? You tried, but there's room for improvement. There's a big room for improvement. If you want to scale up in your business, after you're done with having the right mindset and you've acquired the proper skills, what you now need is strategies. Oh God. And for you to know strategies, you've got to attend executive trainings. You've got to attend business administration trainings that are peculiar to your industry. You've got to attend all these things so that you know exactly what you need to infuse into your business. You cannot use an ordinary business strategy in your industry and expect to have an amazing result. It's not possible. You will have the regular result that every other person is having. But if you want to blow, if you want to hammer, let me tell you something. You have to belong to the 1% crazy people. You see, like me, I belong to the 1% crazy people who believe that you can't do ordinary things to get crazy results. And when I say crazy results, I mean huge, successful results. This is what business is all about. Most of us don't see when the business owner is in the trenches. Most of us don't see that. Most of us don't even see the fact that the business owner doesn't sleep well or doesn't even get home until maybe 2 a.m. or, can't even see his family sometimes. He has to travel to this, travel to that, implement this, implement that. Yes, it is his duty to do it, to do all those things, yeah. But most of us don't see when those business owners are doing it. We only see the success. But you see the backstory behind the success, it's usually dirty and smelly. And that is true. When they're in the trenches, it's not easy. And the reason why they are able to hit up success within a short period of time is because the strategies are unusual. If you're going to have that huge success rate you want, if you want to implement that goal, if you want to make that goal successful, let me tell you something. You cannot use your regular strategies. It won't work. You will have the regular results. You will continue to make between 500K to 1 million. And if that is what you want, then who am I? You've got to do something extra. I have this friend from afar that I look onto. She is absolutely amazing. So she can just see someone, "Hi Emeka, how are you doing?" Guess what? That guy's name is not Emeka. But the strategy is the fact that he knows that he's not Emeka. He will turn around because she'll keep like, "Emeka, how are you doing?" And he will turn around and he will be like, "Oh no, I'm not Emeka." And she's like, "Oh, you looked like Emeka. Anyway, how are you doing? I thought I'd seen you before." And then she starts a conversation. That's prospecting. Can you do that for your business? See, if you belong to the people who believe that you have to use 30 years to make money, please, I'm sorry about what I'm teaching, then you don't need to be here. But if you belong to my own category of people who believe that within a period of 2 to 4 years, you can hit and you can hammer and you can go on vacation to retire, I'm here for you. Every successful business owner always has a writing pad and pen with him. You know why? Because ideas can spring up from anywhere. And he wants to quickly write them down. Don't forget that the faintest pen is 1 million times better than the sharpest brain. Immediately he wants to write it down. I don't want to forget this idea. That's what happens. Because ideas come on and on. And because the ideas, you keep writing them down so that you can creatively think about plans, action plans that would make those ideas become a reality. So what are you doing about your strategies? What books are you reading about strategies? What books are you reading about strategies? And those books that you are reading, are you sharing those books with your team leads? Do you guys discuss those books? Something, there's one other thing I realized that business owners don't do. Now, there's something called cell meetings. Cell meetings are meetings that you have every morning with your inner circle. So your inner circle can be you, your secretary, your immediate manager, your immediate manager's team. That can be, your cell meeting every morning. So you guys, in the cell meeting, you discuss the goal, you discuss the action plan, and you discuss the reason for the goal. Every business owner must have cell meetings every morning. Your cell meeting is like an inclusiveness for your team leads. It's an inclusion for your team leads to understand that, look, this is the path upon which we are working, and this is what we need to do to hit that goal. But some business owners don't even know that there's something called cell meeting existing, and they do not know because they do not read. You need to feed your mind with positive things. I always tell my people, stop watching TV, stop watching news, stop watching all these things that are not beneficial to you. Feed your head, feed your brain, feed your subconscious with things that you need to 10x your business. And that is if you want to 10x your business. It's not for everybody. So you need to infuse cell meetings into your business. It goes a long way. It goes a very long way. And then if you're doing cell meetings from Mondays to Saturdays, from Mondays to Fridays, and then on Fridays you want to do the Big Ben cell meeting so that we can all come together on Friday and be like, were we able to accomplish this? Why did we not accomplish this? Okay, what can we do better next week? Do you understand what I'm saying now? Promote cell meetings. It's very important. Instead of you talking to one person every time, everything you want to say will be heard by everybody in the cell meeting. And so everybody in the cell meeting can now delegate whatever they want to do to other people. Easy. So what are you doing about that? These cell meetings also help you to promote knowledge to your teammates. Look, something? If you're going to have a big business, you've got to know how to generate a duplicating system. You've got to know how to build a duplicating system. There's nothing else about it, because you can't be everywhere every time. Let me give you a quick sneak peek about what the duplicating system does. So when you have a duplicating system and you have Mr. A as your first level manager in your business, you teach Mr. A everything you know. And you teach Mr. A how to do everything you know, how to implement and enforce everything you know. Mr. A then applies what he has learned from you. He uses it in his business and he passes it on to Mr. B. Mr. B applies everything that Mr. A has taught him, uses it in his business and applies it on to Mr. C. Can you see that each managerial level knows what to do? It helps you. So you, as the main leader, you now have time to think for your business. You now have time to craft your ideas creatively. You now have time to think about product management. You now have time to think about quality differentiation. You now have time to think about so many things. Instead of wasting time teaching Mr. A, teaching Mr. B, teaching Mr. D in their different locations, no, just teach your first level managers. Ensure they know what they are doing. Give them challenges. Give them challenges, milestones for them to meet. And once they're able to do that and they're successful in it, it means that they already know what they are doing and they are ready to transfer that knowledge to another person. Look, the lack of duplicating systems in Nigerian businesses is the reason why there's no succession plan in Nigerian businesses. So you see a big business owner, he dies, his son comes in and is not able to continue where daddy started. Or none of the managers are able to do what the owner could do because the owner was hoarding knowledge. I don't want me to get money past me. That's usually the problem. So we've got to cut that out. We've got to cut it out, cut it out. We've got to cut it out. If your business is going to go to the 10x level, guess what? You've got to infuse knowledge into every managerial level in your business. Let them know what you know. Let them know what you know so that you can have time to think about the most important things for your business. Let them know how you run your business from day to day. Let them know how and why you have to delegate some things. Teach them so that the burden can be less on your own shoulders, so that they can run and they can be like eagles, still working for you. Honestly, that is it. So the reason why we've not been able to achieve our goals and resolutions that we made in January is possibly because we have not infused the right mindset, the right skills, and the right strategies into those goals. Without these 3 success nuggets as part of your action plan in enforcing your goals will never come to reality. They'll just be hanging there as half fulfilled, as nearly fulfilled, nearly getting there, but never getting there. So we have 3 minutes more to go, and it's not the end. I'm not here for bad news. It's not the end. If you're going through something like this, and you want to scale up, let me tell you what to do. Just send your name in a text message to 080-600-24215. We offer executive master trainings in business administration for businesses. We teach you how to run your business. We teach you about cash flow. And don't forget, it's called cash flow. We teach you about finances. We teach you about mentorship. We teach you about leadership. We do all these things because it has gotten to a stage now that you cannot be less than who you were meant to be. You're a great person. I don't know who you are. I don't know who's out there. I don't know who needs to hear this. But the truth is that you're a great person. You're only undermining yourself. You do not even know the full potentials of what you can do because you are doing lesser than what you ought to be doing. Why don't you challenge yourself? Why don't you 10x yourself? Why don't you make sacrifices for your business? Why don't you go all out? That's what you should be doing for your business. Yeah. Why don't you go all out for your business? And damn all consequences. And don't look back. And don't listen to the naysayers. The people that will say that, you can't do it. Don't listen to them. Those goals and resolutions that you put up in January, if you've not been able to enforce or implement them, now is the right time. We just got to the 8th month of the year. We have 4 months left. September, October, November, December. Do you want to end 2022 the same way you ended 2021 if it ended on a bad note? I have this lovely sister. I have 1 minute to go, and I'd like to stop on this note. If you were born into Nigeria poor, if you were born poor in Nigeria, it's okay. It's not your fault. You understand? Because you didn't bring yourself into this world. So it's not your fault if you were born poor. But if you die poor, then it's your fault. What do you want to do about that? Don't forget, it starts and ends with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I remain Amina Adams, and you're here on my talk show, Business Talks with Amina Adams. We air on Monday and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. I'm here for you. All you need to do is to send your name and location in a text message to 080-600-24215. Peace out. Love you guys. Have a lovely Monday and Happy New Month.
If you have a message, think Primus. If you have a gift, think Primus. If you have a dream, think Primus. Primus Radio. Express, exhibit,